The following program comes to you from the Mustang Media Studios.
Hi, my name is Yishel,
And I'm Naomi Jimenez.
And on today's podcast, we're going to be discussing some of the best and worst things that happened our junior year, and also we're going to sort of talk about what our senior capstone topic is today.
Yeah, we're also going to be discussing a little bit for what our plans are for next year, senior year, what our goals are, and what we want to do. But first, we're going to hear something from our sponsors.
At John Muir Mustang Media, students are trained in film, like studio, TV, video, and sports media. Students fine-tune their creative energy and hone in on their critical thinking and problem-solving skills. At Mustang Media, our students are encouraged to explore their natural talents and artistic passions, turning them into real-world skills through hands-on training.
And we're back. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to break the ice a little bit and talk about maybe some upcoming weekend plans that you might have.
Yeah, this weekend's Friday. My mom just got a dog, so that's nice. I'm going to be getting to know a little puppy at my house.
Got
Two
a
of
name?
them.
Do they have names yet?
Yeah, so the cutest one, her name is
cutest
Petal, and the rat-looking one, her name is Prudence. So
They sound like fitting names.
yeah, they're very cute little puppies. I'm really excited to get to know them. How about you?
Not much. I'm going over to a friend's this evening, and we're just gonna hang out for a little bit, go out, do some karaoke.
Oof, yes.
But that's kind of it.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds fun.
All right. Well then, shall we get into
I think we shall.
today's topic? So, Naomi, what was some of your best and worst moments this past year?
For me, I would say that junior year has been one of the best years in my high school experience. I feel like progressively it's gotten better. Freshman year was rough. Sophomore year was better. And junior year has been peak. So many good things. I think the best thing would probably just be the people that I got to know and meet and the associations and friends that I've been able to have. I think this is the biggest my friend group has ever been and the closest I've ever been with a lot of these people. And it's really nice to have that and get to know all of them. Huge up there. The worst part, I'd have to say the academics were a little rough second semester. These past 2 months have been insane.
AP season.
Oh my god, AP season has been rough. But I think other than the academics, and I've been able to catch up pretty fast. Other than that, it's been a really great year. But yeah, but how about you? What was the highlights and the low points?
So for me, the best part of my junior year was the fact that I got to participate in 2 musicals this year.
Oh.
For St. Francis High School. I'm involved in their theater productions, and that was Pippin and Les Mis. And they were both super fun, and I loved every single moment. I made a ton of memories, and kind of similarly to you, I got closer to those people.
Yeah.
And I feel like we have a really strong bond and community, and this has definitely been one of the peak years for me as well. I think way better than freshman year.
Oh yeah.
Way better than sophomore year. And so junior year is kind of a really nice place to be at right now.
Yeah.
So the worst part about my junior year was probably the fact that I was struggling a lot with my classes. I feel like this year was a wake-up call for me. Kind of telling me oh, I have to get my act together in an academic sense.
Yeah.
Some of the classes that were particularly hard was AP Calculus. That was definitely my hardest class.
Yeah.
And also AP Lang was kind of it gave me an idea of what college might be like, especially my English classes.
Yeah.
Considering I'm taking more of an arts area when I go to college and everything. So it was really kind of eye-opening and really challenging, but I've worked through it.
Yeah.
I'm still working through it, but I think that's probably my best and worst moments.
Yeah. Yeah, and everyone says that too. Everyone says, like, junior year is the hardest academic-wise.
And they're right.
No, they're absolutely.
Absolutely
I remember
right.
first semester, I was like, oh, they're so wrong. Like, this is so easy. I was so happy last semester. I got, like, straight A's. It was really easy.
Yeah.
Second semester, I was like, OMG, what in the world? I've been pulling all-nighters for, like, the past couple of weeks.
They tell you, learn to budget your time, learn to do this, but you don't take it seriously
No, because they
until...
don't believe them.
Exactly, and then you're in it, and they don't warn you about AP season. They don't warn you that your classes get like harder, your material is harder, and you have to actually perform.
Yeah,
you know,
you actually have to lock
freshman and sophomore year, you can kind of skip by a little bit, but
Yeah, but yeah, it was definitely rough. But
Yeah.
I think the highlights beat everything.
Yes.
Kind of everything. Let's transition to the next topic. I want to ask you about your capstone project. So, just a little background, guys. Our capstone project is this as a short film, something that we can record throughout this Academy for Arts, and we do it a social topic. So, I'm interested. What's your topic about?
Currently my topic is about cancel culture and how some aspects of cancel culture aren't necessarily as good as we think it is. So it's like, why are you... It's not rational to cancel someone for something they said offhandedly 30 years ago, 20 years ago, even 10 years ago.
Right.
When these things weren't taken as offensive or just as a joke. Like, and now people are getting punished for something that they said, whether it be private or maybe even in public. But
Yeah.
I just think that it does more harm than it does good. And yeah, that's kind of what my senior capstone project is about.
Yeah.
It may change. I've been going back and forth on a couple of other things, so. But that's what I've settled on for now. How about you?
I like it.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I was like,
Me. So I was talking with Mr. Solis about kind of expanding my topic, because to me, I feel like there's a lot of social issues that I'm really passionate about, and it's really hard to fit all of those under one category. But a little loophole I found is to speak about it in a little bit more general and then go into detail. So I decided to make my capstone about the intertwined struggles that come with being born in the era that we are, specifically for us, Generation Z. Because there's always so much that goes along with it. We're born in an era of social media. We're born in this this moment of, like, I'm paranoid about him.
that was the, for you guys, that was an alarm for 8 minutes. So.
Yeah. Oh, that was 8 minutes.
That was 8 minutes.
Oh, we might be cooked.
He came in and said 5 minutes.
Yeah.
8 minutes ago, so.
It's okay. My capstone, yeah. So, I'm probably going to go into depth about social media and how it's affected, specifically teenagers, but also the younger people, in our generation, like I think 20 kids born in, like, 2013, I think is, like, the last year, how it's affected them because they are children, and how it affects people's mental health, and kind of putting all those under one big umbrella category, to be able to speak on all the social topics that I'm interested in.
Yeah, no, that's really good. That's really that's really so true, because we do live in in a generation where we are we are I'm sorry.
It's okay, we can edit it.
We do live in a generation, and we grew up in a generation where technology was, like, first new. Instagram, Snapchat, all these new social media platforms have really, like, been a hit. And we're navigating it, and it's a crucial part in our lives right now. So I think that's a really cool senior
so it'll be
capstone
really fun.
topic.
Yeah, it'll be really fun.
It sounds like fun.
Yours sounds really interesting too. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with it.
Okay, so due to some technical difficulties with our file and uploading them, we are re-recording this segment.
Yes, we
So
are.
I'm going to ask you this question again. So, Ishel, what are your goals for senior year?
Well, for senior year, I think my goals are to just, like, have fun, make a lot of memories, have a lot of experiences. Freshman to junior year has been a lot of work. I've had a lot of like struggles, and I've overcome most of them pretty well. So senior year, I just want to like let go and have fun and just make the most out of every moment that I have in high school.
Yeah, those are very good goals.
At John Muir Mustang Media, students are trained in film, like studio, TV, video, and sports media. Students fine-tune their creative energy and hone in on their critical thinking and problem-solving skills. At Mustang Media, our students are encouraged to explore their natural talents and artistic passions, turning them into real-world skills through hands-on training.
Quick hitters.
Click hitters, yes.
Quick hitter. No, quick hitters.
Oh,
Quick hitters.
I missed
Quick
my
hitters.
timer.
Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, one
Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen. So, celebrity crushes.
Yes,
Peak
that's
celebrity
that's
crush.
a really big topic going around these days.
Yeah.
Celebrity crushes. I think a big one is Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen.
Yes,
He's
Anakin Skywalker.
the most beautiful being to ever exist.
Literally.
Literally. If you guys don't know who Hayden Christensen is, that is Anakin Skywalker right there. And
It's also depressing. How do you not know?
if you don't know who Hayden Christensen is, you've been living under a rock for the past couple of
Literally.
years.
A rock.
Because
And-
what the heck?
no,
How do you not know?
yeah, it's just he's the icon. He made Darth Vader Darth Vader. We see him develop so much from a young kid to being evil, and during that period, he had a lot of
Adventures.
yeah.
Fun fact, guys. Hayden Christensen lives in Altadena.
Yes,
Did you know
he
that?
does. Yes, he does.
I'm going to his house one day. Trust.
Well, he used to go to the Altadena Country Club a lot.
Oh, nice. Does he still go?
No,
Oh. Duh.
that guy.
What about that? I know his exact address. My friend lives right on the street where he is, and you could see his Porsche. And this summer, I'm gonna ask her for a sleepover, and we're gonna walk up to his house.
Period.
Wait, never mind.
Don't question it. So yeah, that's our podcast.
Thank you for listening.
One day, Hayden Christensen is gonna see this.
Yeah, one day.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, in court, testifying against you guys.
That's gonna be it. That's gonna be.
And good night.
That's gonna be it.